how to find the job you love and you love to do every day, or move to the job you like, which is more often the case and the better option. The issue is to have fun and earn significantly more money. If we look at typically what happens to people, there are these perceptions. The perceptions is almost like cages or boxes or prisons or something. Now the key to get from here to the big smiley man on the other side can only be with you. You got to have the key, the job to success, the situation to get the right job for you. It's absolutely your key, and you got to open the door and move. Now that move could be very scary because we have these perceptions. For instance, fear. Now you've got to remember that fear is always represented as false evidence appearing real. And you can't fail, because as you move, as you look, as you change, fail, you've got to remember in this situation, just stands for the first attempt in learning. You've got to somewhat push the boundaries so that you can move. Each of us must move by pushing our boundaries and overcome that fear of failure, really believing first attempt in learning. So if we get rid of these perceptions in some way, we can get from here to the successful man. The first question then, if you want to find the ideal job, to answer the question, what is the ideal job? We got to answer the question, who are you? So if I ask you, who are you? Can you answer me in a few minutes? And I find very few people in my life. We've built multi-million-dollar companies where I was responsible for culture and hire. And it's very, very unsettling to see how many people do not really know where they want to go. They just want a job. They have to earn money. One can understand, and that's where the prison comes from. If you then look at telling your stories clearly, what are your assets about work? What are your assets in normal life? How much would you really like to earn? How much and what are you prepared to do to get to have fun in work, life, and earnings? So if we look at your assets, what are they now? Now inside the website careerdevelopmentplan.net, you can find a whole range of things you can do to help you unpack your assets right now, related to experience, aptitudes, relationships, and tell powerful, powerful stories about who you are. We are still a people that communicate best and hear best with powerful stories. Now the key thing here, to find the job that you would really like, what must you add? So what must you do more of? And on this side, what must you do less of? What are you going to say no to? And what are you going to say yes to? Now, if you don't know, nobody will know. Fortunately, it's practical to know. Just to recap a little bit, very few people realize what their life income will be. Now, if you look at your life income over a lifetime, it is really worth managing, almost managing as if it is a project, as if it is a business plan. It could be millions. And any project that you even spent $100,000, they will manage with a project plan and a full business plan. Returns on investment, where the project, what the outcomes must be, what does success look like? Why not do the same for the career? So if we look at that, life income then is on the website, and it's kind of interesting to just look at the number of dollars. It's very, very interesting to just get that awareness and how do you manage it. Secondly, we like to look at all the areas of life. Now, I'm just going to concentrate on work and career here. On the website again, careerdevelopmentplan.net, lies a quick check for areas of your life. Are they balanced? What are you prepared to risk? What are you prepared to invest to get to the smiling man? If you look at work, it always starts with the work you do, the job you want, because the work defines the job. The job you do, and you will have a number of jobs, but the job you do defines your career. You got to choose in which industry and in which company is it going to be best for you. Yes, if you follow this approach, you do have a choice. Everybody has a choice, but while we perceive the boxes and we are scared, we have fear, we are worried about failure, we cannot move, and we just work for money, which I find a very sad situation. I've now been privileged that for over 20 years I could do exactly what I choose to do. Yes, I work 80 hours a week, but it's because I choose to do it. We have done this work pro bono in schools, universities, and in our own companies, and probably in one of the more successful incubators ever built. So that is where we packaged it, in fact, is in the incubators. So if you look, your purpose must relate to who you are. You must unpack who you are to get your purpose clear. And this must be so clear that what they call an elevator speech must be practical for you. You must be able to tell somebody in a few sentences your purpose in your career, your work, your future. Your purpose is always built up from the current goals you have, and the goals are obviously informed by your tasks. Now, the objective here is to get the work that you choose and you say yes and no. And if you are clear who you are, where you are going, yes and no becomes very easy. If you don't know, it's impossible. So if you then look, aligning the tasks with your vision and mission, the goals with your mission and vision, this will be dynamic. It will keep on changing. It's very natural that we all change as we get new information. So realize this mission and vision will keep changing. Now from here, you want to aim for who do you want to become. Your new aim clearly communicated with powerful stories. So now if we look at how to do it, it's simple 3-step process. It's like building your own staircase while you climb it, which is why you've got to have a system and you've got to have clarity. Now all of these tools are given for free on Career Development Plan, and we do offer professional services on top of that, but it's all free if you do it as we recommend here. External to you are all the resources you may ever need. You must just know what you need, and you must know how, so what and how to ask for it. And the process is right there on the web. This video is too short to go into it. The first step, knowing your assets, what is internal to you, your value that you can bring to a company, a workplace, clients, people around you, social, financial, etc. You can now simply come out and explore and get new info. It is all here. And the process to ask is simply to go and say thank you to people and tell them clearly, could they tell you about the things you want to know. You use the normal open and close questions, again fully on the website and elsewhere on the web. you explore, you get information, you internalize the information, and you start moving. Here, step 2, you prepare. Now preparing, you go outside again, you talk to groups that you select, family members, people you have identified. You can look in the written version to see the detail. My writing is not always very nice. So you can work in groups, family members, and identify key people in industries and companies you are interested in. Join associations, join magazines. There's so many ways that you can get info and so many ways that you can prepare. Once you are prepared, it's easy to engage. A man with a plan is never refused. A man who asks for help, nobody knows how to help you because what exactly do you need? What do you want? Why do you want it? How can I do it? It must be clear, specific, measurable, accountable, rewards, resources, timing, and it must be able to know when it's done. We must monitor it, just like a project plan. Now, once you have engaged, you are really moving. And now you can move to the work you want, becoming the person you want to become in full of life circle, and your work career will become very clear. From this, you will develop goals, from goals, tasks. You will just check dynamically that this is in line with your mission vision, which we like to call your beacon. The beacon you aim. Now, when you've planted your beacon, you can tell anybody who you are. Wow, that's a moving to smiling. You can tell them what you want and why, and you can tell them how you're going to go about it. So many people in this coaching program, in our companies, the pro bono work and our formal coaching, they are always amazed at the number of choices they have. They were just not aware of it because they were staying in a cage, box, prison, and they didn't use their key to move. Once you move, the choices becomes visible. If you don't move, it's kind of hard to find the choices. People can't bring it to you. You must do your exploration, do your preparation, do your engagement. Now, to do this, there are a lot of tools you may need in communication skills, vocational skills. How to acquire that is all within the website, or please ask us the question. CareerDevelopmentPlan.net has an aim, which is my passion, that many more people will experience the joy that I've been managing to live with for over 20 years. And I've shared with many people in my companies, in my coaching, and in my pro bono work at universities, community, and schools. A lot of it is increasingly on the website. We will keep on telling the stories. And I hope you will join us to move from who am I to this is what I want to become. This is me. This is what I'm adding. This is my purpose, dynamically aligned. And I'm moving resources from external continuously to internal. People who've done this with us typically grew their salaries minimum by 30% in 18 months. And so many, some of our top people earning towards $200,000 plus still keep on increasing their salaries by more than 30%. They are secure and safe in their jobs because people love a man with a plan. And right in this recession, our top people still got towards 30% increases when most people in the company didn't. The key model is that you've got to understand the value you add, how you add it, why you add it, and show your passion, show your enthusiasm, which can only be sustained if you are clear about who you are and where you are going. So I hope we have given you an introduction how to find or move to the job you love, going to work for fun every day, earning lots more money. That is the invitation. I hope you join us on this journey, and please use the website freely, ask questions freely. We'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.